Did you grow up a Padres fan?
Uh, Not necessarily. I mean, we went to a ton of games. My dad's a diehard Yankee fan, which is wild with how this World Series, you know, turned out. But I mean, we went to so many Padre games and whatnot, so it was always fun, and we love. I mean, Petco Park is always an awesome stadium to go to and whatnot. But 99% of my friends and family are Padres fans, so it's I those when we meet up, Dodgers Padres, man, it's always intense. It's always fun. I mean, the that baseball alone is playoff atmosphere, even throughout the regular season. We played them in Korea, and that was a playoff game in itself. It was awesome. That whole experience was something that I'll never forget. So,
What was your team growing up?
I mean, I would say it was definitely the Yankees for probably until I was about 15, 16 years old, and then baseball kind of got a little bit more serious, and it wasn't necessarily like play like it wasn't I was never really rooting for like a specific team. Like my favorite players at the time, it's like CC Sabathia, who I remember him being on like the Indians and the Brewers, and then like David Price being like on the Red Sox, right? Like left-handed pitchers, and I like always loved watching them. But then it's like the fire and like just the energy that like Jake Peavy brought to his performances, right? Like I remember those. So it's like, it's baseball got a lot more broad once I got into like my late high school and then like into college. Um, People always ask me about, oh, you wear 51 for Trevor Hoffman. And I'm like, no, I don't. They just gave me a different, to pick numbers, and I was like, I like 51. That looks good on my back. Like there wasn't much thought into that. It is what it is. But yeah, growing up in San Diego, man, every year the Padres get more and more popular, and that's what I've noticed. I mean, when going back to like 2013 and 14, right? Like you could get seats and stuff for pretty cheap. Nowadays, it's a packed house, weekly. Like the sports in the San Diego area. I mean, it's grown significantly, and I also think that a lot more people have moved into San Diego because of one, the weather year round. There's more kids playing year round baseball in San Diego than anywhere in the whole country. And I think that over the years, that basically, helps out the Padres and fan bases and stuff like that.
I interviewed. He's not your former coach, but a coach at your former school.
Yeah.
Dominic Dirksen, I think it
Yep.
was his name. And he told me from what he's heard about you on the mound, we see it like every time you take the mound and get a strikeout, finish the inning strong. You have that fire. You are not afraid to show like that animation. And he was like, I've heard from a lot of teachers that he was kind of that way in class, not like a troublemaker necessarily, but that's just who he is.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, high school was fun. I loved high school. I mean, there's a picture of me in I'm on the front of the yearbook with a foam finger, like yelling, right? Like if that doesn't kind of wrap up everything about it, I mean, it's I would say I brought energy and jokes to class. I tried to keep it loose and light. I mean, because sitting in a classroom for hours on end, I mean, it can get tiring, but yeah, I mean, I would say that most people would maybe say that about me, but yeah, the fire and the passion and stuff. It's you know there's so much failure in baseball, right? Hitting 300, right? That's not that's hard. And then it's like pitching out of the bullpen, and one bad outing, when you look at stats, could dictate a whole season. And I've had that happen, right? And so it's when you do have success and things are rolling, and like my thing is like showing the emotion because I feel like I've earned it. And like it doesn't matter who we're playing, right? It's never like towards the other team, right? I always try to keep it within myself and within my team. I'm never going to be, pointing at the opposing dugout and like because I just think that in the game of baseball, it's very humbling, and people who act like that get humbled, right? And being able to pump up my guys when I come in the game and put up a zero, like I take pride in that. You know, putting up a zero, getting 3 outs, passing that torch to the next reliever to come in so we can win the game. Like, and that's something that I think all of our bullpen did great this year. Is that it didn't matter. There was no big egos that like they needed to be the closer, right? Like guys were coming in fourth inning, sixth inning, ninth, right, like 11th, right, and they just wanted to have success, put a zero on the board, and pass it to the next guy. And that was something that I think that's why we had a lot of success.
Once you guys were down 2-1 to the Padres in the series, something flipped. It was like watching a completely different team. And a lot of the credit to that is because of the work you guys did out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
What was there a meeting? Was there like what can you trace it back to one thing, or you just started playing Dodger baseball?
I mean, I think it's when you're in that position, you don't want the game to speed up on you, right? When you're at the highest level playing in playoff games, I've been there. The game speeds up on you, you make a mistake, right? This year, I felt like everybody played calm, cool, and collected, where it was taking one pitch at a time and having, basically 1 out and 1 inning at a time. They just honed in on each pitch. And that was something that like we just got more focused and things like they just clicked. It's very hard to explain those situations. But we all came together as a team big time during that series. Being down 2-1, we all had each other's backs. We were all playing for one another, right? We weren't playing for ourselves. No one was caring. They don't care about the stats and who hit 300, who hit 500 in the series. But it was when your time was up, right? You wanted to get the hit, you wanted to get the strikeout, you wanted to end the inning, whatever it was. And I think that goes a long way, and it's really hard to teach that, and it's really hard to like tell a team to do that. It's within the team. We come together, and that's something that our veteran guys, man, they hold us accountable, and that's what you need. And you really do. And that was led from our veteran guys, and that's on the Dodgers. It's a handful. It's not one guy. It's a laundry list of veteran guys that have been there, that have done that are well respected. And you want to root for them. You root for the guys around you, and it's we did have a very special group of players this year.
I have a theory about Shohei Otani that he understands English completely fine. He just doesn't want to talk to the media. Is that he seems like the chillest dude, but he's also so good. So I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, I've talked to him in English and whatnot, and I think it has to do with like being comfortable during interviews. The amount of media and press that he gets is unbelievable, right? So you just want to be heard, and I think that the way he does it is the most comfortable for him, and it works, and I think it's the right move. And hey, maybe down the line it might switch, but yeah, it's what he has to deal with day in and day out is more than I would ever want. So yeah.
Well, you might now a little taste of it after winning the World Series. Obviously, most people never could only dream of getting to where you have been, but most people don't end up getting there. So
right.
People like me who had dreams of that at one point in our lives, help put into words what it is actually like to perform on baseball's biggest stage.
Ooh, the best way that I can describe it is I've looked like going back to my childhood playing wiffle ball in the front yard, right? You're telling yourself, hey, there's bases loaded, it's 2 outs, and I'm pitching, right? To my friend who's in the batter's box. The moment where you let go of the pitch and he either swings and misses, right? Like it's the same game. And that's the weirdest thing to say because there's so much more going on around you. But for me, it was the same game, and it's so loud that it almost feels quiet, right? It's a weird feeling. Your heart's beating out of your chest, and you have to be able to, kind of calm yourself and slow your heart rate down. But then when you're out there, I mean, you feel like you're invincible, that nothing, yeah, like nothing can stop you, and um, for me, it like being able to kind of look up in the crowd and see like my dad and my wife and my mom, right? My two best friends. Like, it's not just about me. It's about everybody who's been behind me, multiple friends, multiple family, since I was a little kid, and that was something that I was very grateful to be able to celebrate with them out on the field, and they were there. And, because when I made my debut in 2020, there was nobody in the stands. No family could travel because of everything was shut down. So I definitely have never taken that for granted, right? How special those moments are. It's not just about me, right? It's about everybody who's been behind me and has supported me throughout the years. Um, and especially to do it like against the New York Yankees, which is an iconic team. Um, I mean, it is a dream come true, and I still kind of pinch myself when a couple of my buddies talk to me about it or congratulate me, and people call. It's like, how does it feel? I'm like, I can't put it into words, because it's something that I've always dreamed of, and to go through it, you're so focused on the task at hand that it does kind of go by a little bit. So it's like being able to like I've rewatched a few of the games, and it's really cool. I mean, we've been a part of history multiple levels this year with like Shohei and him hitting 50-50, right? And then our playoff run. It is something that that I think I'll look back on and just be able to tell the story, and how our team we were good, we weren't great. I've been on better teams, but the amount of fight, grit, and grind that we've had, right? That's what took us to the next level, right? Talent only gets you so far, but the willingness to put it all out on the line and whatnot, that's where the best teams are made. And we were doing that day in and day out. So
I can only imagine when you go through those scenarios when you were a kid in the backyard playing wiffle ball, pitching in the World Series, you probably, as a fan of the Yankees growing up, put yourself in those pinch
yeah,
hits. And here you are on the actual World Series,
yeah,
pitching and winning against them.
yeah,
I mean, I can't imagine what your younger self would say, knowing what you've been able to accomplish now and who you did it against.
yeah. I mean,
Wow.
I definitely think that I never thought I was going to be a big leaguer. You know, I went to a Division II college. Never was heavily recruited by anybody. Cal State East Bay was my only scholarship offer. And my dad, my mom, and I sat down at the dinner table, and they were like, "This is an opportunity for you to go play baseball, get a scholarship, and help my parents out big time with financial aid and all that stuff." Right? That it helped us out tremendously, where I wasn't in any debt. Um, so it was the best opportunity that we had, and for me to take it and kind of run with it. That's what I've done my whole career. It's like getting drafted. I took that opportunity, and I told myself that I'm not going to regret any of this. I'm going to give it all I got. And if I make it, great. But at least I know I'm not going to look back and go, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have tried harder. And don't get me wrong, I've had plenty of failure. I've had, there's been bumps down the road. It doesn't just happen overnight. Um, and I think that the failures have definitely helped me and molded me to who I am today and how I go about my business. So I'm very thankful for all the failure. I mean, that's taught me way more lessons than my success has. And that's something. It's a very weird concept to like tell a young kid that's like, hey, like your failures are going to be way more beneficial to you than your success. We strive for success, but necessarily the failure is what makes you better. So, with all of that, I mean, I would definitely tell my younger self, give it all you got. It's gonna work out. But it's giving it all you got that's gonna get you there.
In case you didn't already know this, all 7 games that you appeared in this postseason, the Dodgers won. So
Yeah.
that must mean you're the team's secret weapon.
I'm a piece to the puzzle, man. I am a piece to the puzzle, and that's something that when you're on a team, especially a baseball team, right? Like it's not just it's not an eye sport. It's not. There's so many moving pieces that the way all I like to do is be prepared when the phone rings for me. That's it. And I do my best for that, and whatever situation that is, I do my best to manage it. And I mean, let's see, my first outing in the World Series was clean. The second outing, I threw one pitch. Game five,
It was a record-setting pitch.
I know, but like all my other outings, the guy gets on, I walk a guy, bases are loaded, 2 outs, right? Like you just have to manage it, right? Like as much as I would love a clean inning, right? I would do anything for just a clean inning every time, but that's not how baseball is, but being able to manage it and make a pitch and get out of the inning clean, I mean, hey, it puts us in that one step closer to winning the game. So, it's yeah, the one pitch out, that was wild. I go back at that. I'm just like, wow. Because like when I threw it, it was up enough. And when he hit it, I immediately like looked at the exit velo that's on the side of our, like we have like these like running boards that have like digital stuff. And I saw it was like 91 miles an hour. And I was like, that's a fly ball. You just know, any ball that's hit 98, 99 or higher usually is a home run at Dodger Stadium. In that sense, it was only hit at 91. So I was like, Tommy's catching that one. I look back at him, he catches it, and I was fired up. That was a great outing, to come in and do that right from the get-go.
How soon after did someone tell you that you're the first pitcher ever to have a one-pitch save in the World Series?
I think it was the next day. Somebody told me about it, and I was like, what? Like, I just didn't even think of that as being anything relevant. Like, I just, I'm not a big stats guy, so like, that's just not something that was on my radar. So yeah, it was cool. I was like,
You don't
wow,
have to
like
be a big stats guy to appreciate your one of one in baseball's
one of one. That's
ginormous history.
yeah, it's cool. It's definitely it's
Yeah.
really cool.
You kind of already answered this a little bit, but you know, what kind of advice would you share with the current students at Steel Canyon who were once in your shoes and have those same dreams?
Yeah, I mean, being going to Steel was, I mean, a very big decision because I was either supposed to go to Steel or to Granite. So I had an independent education program, so not an IEP, which basically helps me with like tests and gives me more time and whatnot. So we liked their IEP program better than Granite Hills. And for me, I mean, all the experiences that you go through, whether it's having success or failure, and this is any time, like within school. I mean, I struggled in school a bunch, but just set goals for yourself, right? And just give it your all, right? Don't half-ass. Sorry for the language, but it's just like the when I talk with kids and especially baseball players, right? It's never really about mechanics. It's never about like it's mental, and my biggest thing is to like speak positively to yourself. Tell yourself that you can do it, that you're going to be successful, and I tell myself that I am a champion, right? That I've told myself that since 2019, and that's something that it's actually my wife, my father-in-law, he preaches that positive self-talk to yourself as you're training and working out and pushing yourself, because when you get out into the game, it's you versus the hitter, right? There's no one else out there that's going to help you. It's you versus is the player. So when you speak positively to yourself and you manifest that positive energy, more than likely good things will happen. And even if you do have failure, right? Like you will, you that adversity is gonna make you better. I promise. I mean, I know it might seem like it's one day he's at Steel and the next day he's a World Series champion, but there is a lot of failure. There is, a lot of uncertainty. I've gone through a lot to get to where I'm at. today, and I would not change that at all looking back. And I know that, as long as, like I said, you give it your all, and I've sacrificed a lot, but it's all worth it in my eyes. And, it's, my dad's always told me, it's like, how bad do you want it? And that's something, if you can answer that, you don't really want it, it might not be for you, but that's all right, because you'll find something that you're going to be passionate about, and you're going to give it your all. So yeah, it's a tough way to manage it, because it sounds super negative, but
No, it makes complete sense. Also, the more you say I am a champion and positive reinforcement and manifestation, then the moment itself doesn't seem any bigger than it needs to be, because this is how you've positioned yourself mentally for years and years leading up to that. And so you tell yourself you are a champion, but until, a couple weeks ago, you weren't one, but now you officially are.
Yep.
I mean, what is that like to be able to say that you're a champion? And also, what was it like to celebrate that with your team?
Yeah, I mean, to say it, and it's, I always tried to believe it, right? That what I'm doing is going to make me a champion, right? That it's a lot of uncertainty. You don't really know, but I know in my heart that all my hard work will pay off. And that gives me a lot of confidence when I go out on the mound and I'm in tough spots, because I feel like I'm prepared for any situation that the baseball gods, right, throw at me, and being able to celebrate it with my team. I mean, there's guys that have played for 12 years that have potentially never even made it to the playoffs, never made it to the World Series. And I'm in my fifth, fifth year, and I've already done that, and it's very special, because, like you said, not a lot of people get to do it, and all I'm trying to do from, now on is share the experience, right, and kind of give the kids and people that hope, right, that, like, I was never a top prospect. I was never someone that was super famous or whatever, going into the draft or anything like that. But I'm still able to grind every single day and get 1% better and achieve my goals. And I think that anybody doing anything in life, whether you want to own your own business, you want to be a nurse or a doctor, right, that you can apply that to anything, and that's something that even when I'm done with baseball, I know that all the lessons that I've learned will help me in whatever I want to do outside of the baseball world.
Winning the World Series, best moment of your life?
Oh yeah, by far. That feeling when Walker threw the curveball and Verdugo swung over it, and I'm jumping over that railing, knowing that we won. I had butterflies. It was like my stomach was in my throat. My heart rate, I wasn't even pitching. My heart rate was going to run out and then celebrate with the team. I mean, it's something that I'll never forget, because in spring training, that's what we talk about. It's like, this year we're going to win the World Series. That's our goal. That's our goal every year. And to actually do it, I mean, it's the best feeling in the world. And it just felt very accomplishing, right? That's something that, man, you work so hard for, and we've come up short year after year this past 3 years, right? That's a terrible feeling. And I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, right? But honestly, one of the coolest parts was on our parade, right? We were going down a couple of the streets in LA, and there's, like, however they positioned, I don't know exactly what street it was, but, like, we were on kind of like a hill, and then it kind of obviously like dips down, and you can see just a sea of people, right? And they're screaming and yelling. They've got all types of props and balloons and whatever else. To me, that was really cool, because the Dodger fans, they're at every game. They support us. We hear their voices on the socials, right? That, like, that's for them. And in 2020, I wasn't on that team, but I know how much they they deserved a parade for that World Series. So this one, definitely we had some making up to do, you know, and yeah, I would have really liked to have gone a second time. I think that that would have been really cool, just because I mean it did go by pretty fast, but man, that was a moment. You know, I closed my eyes and I just couldn't envision it. You know, that there was just so many people, and it was way louder than Dodger Stadium. I mean, it was, you know, you could hear it off the buildings and stuff. Like, yeah, it was cool.
Nuts. I have seen the videos of Kike and everyone,
Oh,
yeah, going crazy with shirts off. So funny to watch. You guys did a
yeah.
good job with that. I was almost half expecting you to say because you have a wife, right? So I figured some people say, okay, wedding, then maybe World Series, but would she
No,
understand?
she understands. Yeah, that's why I married her. That's why I married her. Our wedding was we just got married, so I actually got two rings this year, which is sick. So we got married in January. So it yeah, I mean our wedding was unbelievable. One of the coolest moments, obviously saying I do, kissing and whatever, that was phenomenal. When she did her outfit change, it completely surprised me because it's like one of my favorite songs that it started playing, and I thought people wanted me to like sing the song because they know how much I love it. And she comes like walking out with this completely different outfit change. It was incredible. Like to me, that was like that's right up there with winning the World Series. So
Wow, two
pretty
rings, one
cool.
year. So World Series, both of the best moments of your life
Yep.
happened the same year. Dan,
2024.
I think you peaked. Gotta say.
I'd like to keep going. That's for sure.